much money is focused on just this one bill?
It's about $400 million.
The Center for Responsive Politics says all that money in the first 3 quarters of 2009 came from all kinds of folks. Example, the soft drink industry. You spent $7 million?
We spent money to put the voice of the people on the air. Most of that goes for paid media.
Why would the American Beverage Association, a powerful group that lobbies for companies like Coke and Pepsi, spend all that money on health care reform? One word: fear. Was this sort of like defensive lobbying?
Absolutely defensive lobbying.
Washington, please hear us. We just can't take any more taxes right now.
The beverage industry was so concerned lawmakers would tax sugary soda to pay for health care. In 2009, it spent 10 times as much as the year before. This in response to a Senate committee report that merely floated the idea, an idea that has been pushed for years by the Center for Science in the Public Interest. There was never any real champion among lawmakers for this tax, was there?
No, there never has been, and there really isn't a champion now.
Still, the beverage industry registered more than a dozen organizations and lobbying firms to convince lawmakers to kill the very idea of a sugary soda tax. You guys poured all of this money and effort into defeating something that some think never was going to happen anyway.
We were counseled by very smart people in Congress that this, in some quarters, might be a viable idea, just again because the pressure for funding was so enormous, rightly so, and you couldn't take anything for granted.
And then there's this. 15 beverage industry lobbyists also made campaign contributions over time to 14 members on the Senate Finance Committee, the very committee that had the power to kill the idea. Absolutely legal, and some charge absolutely effective. The soda tax idea died before it ever became a serious consideration.
The beverage industry saw a threat on the horizon. They realized that they had a short window of opportunity to remove it, and they threw everything they had at it.
The American Beverage Association, just one more example of the hundreds of lobbying organizations who have their eye on the healthcare pie.